One of the themes across the Google reviews of Enji, which are all 5 stars, by the way, is that Enji helps small business owners get more organized with their marketing than they ever thought possible, which really helps to dial the emotional dial way down when it comes to doing your own marketing. And I am so stoked to know that because it's core to our mission here. But since we are a platform with lots of features to solve lots of problems, I know certain things can get missed or not be discovered, or sometimes just aren't things that you'd think of doing. And when it comes to the whole way that Enji can help you get organized around your marketing, I know a lot of you are still trying to figure this out. Specifically, like how are you going to use Enji to organize the details and specifics of what you are going to do and when, really without needing to create a unique task for every single thing. Hi, my name is Taylor and I'm one of the founders here at Enji. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I use Enji to organize all the details of the email newsletters I'm going to send, the social media posts I'm going to schedule, and the content that I need to create for different marketing campaigns all within Enji. So I'm here in Enji's Enji account, and the first thing that I always have to point out is that your marketing calendar should not have nearly as many tasks on it as mine does. And you're going to see as I scroll around that what you're looking at right now is a pretty light marketing calendar. It's going to get a little bit crazy here in the next few weeks, but I digress. So when it comes to using Enji to plan out all of your content, there's one concept within the calendar that's really important for you to know about so that you can use it to the max. And that's the concept of the repeating task. Because those repeating tasks, as I scroll down, you can see, right, they are meant to help you stick to a routine. And typically when you have a routine around one of your marketing to-dos, for a lot of you, it's going to be things like scheduling social media content or writing email newsletters or recording podcasts or writing blogs, right? These things that, sure, getting the reminder to schedule your social media content is super helpful, but you want to know what exactly do I need to schedule? Or on the email newsletter side, okay, great. I mean, this, for me, it's an every other week cadence usually to sit down and work on my email marketing. But what am I going to be sending in terms of these email newsletters? So when it comes to these repeating tasks, the thing that I want you to know as step one to making sure that you're getting super organized here is the fact that whenever you have a repeating task and they're all connected with this little round arrow thing, that means that the changes you make to one of these tasks is going to be reflected in all the other ones that are in the pattern. And the reason that this is helpful for you to know is because then you can use this task detail section to basically create the outline or structure for the things that you know you're always going to do. And so for email marketing, it might be here's an example of what I do for Enji's email is the first email is my startup series email. And then the next one is more of a sales email. And then there's always a content roundup, right? So you can see that you can create that pattern of these are the things that I'm going to lather, rinse, repeat on in the task details here. And so right now I'm clicked into the May 27th one, but I'm going to close that out. And then I clicked into a different one and it's still the same thing, right? So that task detail is always going to show up here. Now, the second piece of this, and I'm going to delete that because this is my actual Enji account. The second half of this is knowing that you can remove the repeat on one of these tasks that's in your routine so that then you can put in okay, these are the details of what I'm doing for email marketing on the 27th versus the 10th versus the 24th. And the thing that you need to do here is know that you can create the next occurrence. And when I do that, what it does is it removes this particular task from that repeating pattern, right? And so I'm going to click that. And then you can see now that sort of what I was looking at went away. It's now the checkbox versus the little round arrow guy. And that means that I can now use this task to plan more deeply. What am I going to do on May 27th? So let me show you a little bit about or how I do that, because I haven't gotten that far down into planning my email marketing, and I don't feel bad about it because that was like in May. So I'm scrolling back up here, and on the day that I'm recording this, you can see, hey, I'm recording YouTube videos, and this is just a little side note, but here's how I'm using that detail area. So when it comes to email marketing, hey, next Tuesday, I'm going to be writing my startup series email, my sales email focused on marketing problem, and then my Enji content roundup email that's going to be going out on the 29th. Now, sometimes I have even more details that I've put in, right? Like the one that I worked on just a couple weeks ago. Hey, this is wedding industry affiliate content. And after I finished it, and I'll kind of clean this stuff up because I oftentimes am putting in links of resources or podcasts that I'm going to share. And, I don't need those in here forever. But that's how I use Enji to organize my email marketing plan. And you saw also how I'm popping in to do the YouTube stuff as well. So one of the other things that I wanted to show you is with the social media scheduler. This has actually changed a little bit from what it used to be, and because we added these fast action buttons, so it looks different than other tasks. So I just wanted to point out that for the social media scheduling tasks, when you want to access that same task description area, you'll want to click on the task title, and then that'll put you back in that familiar space. And you can see here that, on March 21st, I've left myself, hey, I'm going to post or pre-schedule some content to go out to LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm going to do this YouTube video and then this Enji blog article. So basically I left my future self some breadcrumbs so that she doesn't have to make nearly as many decisions because past Taylor did. And the last thing that I wanted to show you are some of the ways that I use the same concept when I'm planning out the content that's related to a marketing campaign. And you can see here on my calendar, my regular marketing tasks are all in the green, but then I've got tasks in different colors because those are all associated with different marketing campaigns that I've got going on. And I told you, April is going to be crazy for me. But so just for like a little bit of compartmentalization, I'm going to click into my campaigns and show you I'm working on a webinar that's going to happen in April. And so I've got my task list of all the things that I need to do. So, hey, I need to record a private podcast as a part of the nurture sequence. So here's my notes. The pre-webinar episode is going to be this. And then I'm going to do 2 post-webinar episodes. And that's going to be that. And so that way, hey, my planning in much more detail than just record a private podcast is done. Or you can see here, webinar promos to email list. I've already gone and planned out high level. Hey, I'm going to announce the webinar on this date. Remind on these dates as well. And then when it comes to after the webinar, hey, these are the emails that I'm going to send out as well. And so I wanted to pop into the campaign tool to show you that, because I think about these campaigns typically on this tab and I plan everything out in this list, but then it's super nice because they also end up on my calendar here. So those were the things that I wanted to show you in terms of how I am using Enji to plan out my content for emails and podcasts and campaigns and social media, and even YouTube was a fun little thing to slip in there. Well, that's how you can get your marketing organized within Enji. And I know there are ways that we can help you do this even better. We've got lots of ideas that we are going to be making moves on in the near future. But if you have any, please share them with us. You can send them our way through the chat bubble that you see when you are logged into your account, and know that nothing is too wild of an idea and that your feedback is appreciated more than you know, because it's what we need to help us build even better tools for you.